I don't know if this is working, but... We'll go with it. I will play some Digimons. Ugh.
Oonga boonga doonga boo.
I got it working. We are now streaming to YouTube, and I don't know why I care, but
Yeah. I'm able to stream before I go to work, or YouTube before I go to work.
I cannot hear a word you're saying. You are muffled as fuck.
I am.
Yeah. It's okay, folks. He's just eating a tunnel.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. I forgot my when I was doing D&D on Saturday, I was told to turn down my mic, so I had to do the Discord settings.
Door.
Oh my god, it's Pokemon!
Yes. We're playing Pokemon digital bastards. I don't know.
Also, you know, I can think of it. Scarlet and Violet are come out in a few months, I think.
Yeah, they do come out in November.
I'm gonna get the one that has the what is it, Professor Sada?
I am.
Because
sad,
I'm a
but I will definitely buy them both.
Well, that's because I'm a degenerate. That's why.
And like I'm just like I just love Pokemon too much. I'm such a fan, and you're just like I like the Whammon.
Well, I mean, I'm a fan too. Although I still need to finish Arceus. I haven't. I think I'm either almost done or I'm getting close to being almost done with it.
I liked Arceus. It was fun.
Yes, it was. Nice little change of pace.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like bitch about stuff that's wrong with it, and it's like there's very simple stuff in it, but it's like it's good for what it is.
Yeah.
People are like it's a step back from the other Pokemon games. I'm like, it's not like the other Pokemon games. It's a new game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people are like, it's too simple. I'm like, I don't know. I feel it sold itself as like a kind of a chill exploring game, and kind of what it was. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel there's stuff that they could improve on. But
oh yeah, there's lots of stuff they could have improved on, definitely.
But you know, I'm not well, I really liked it. I think that's all I can say.
That is fair.
Anyway, one of my friends has been stolen by a thing, and we're trying to find her. That's the plot.
It's been stolen by a Digimon.
Yes, but we don't know what kind of Digimon. Although these webs around make me think it's a spidery one. I don't know why. I feel my spider sense is tingling. Oh my god!
No,
I got fucking sake. Oh, it's vinegar. No, that's cool. I'll leave it here for now. Oh, that means it's a necessary item later. When you're in like a game, when you're in a game like this and they say, "I'll leave it here for now," you're like, "Oh, I'll remember that." Nothing at all.
By the way, Takuma, do you know if a kid that's named Ty is around here? He had blue goggles.
Digimon kind of confuses me because there's now like an alternate reality of Tai now because they fucking made a new Digimon Adventure season that came out in 2020.
That wasn't the movie though, was it? The Digimon Adventures Try,
no,
or is that Try?
I mean, no, because there is that, but that's a sequel. That's not like an alternate reality.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
And they made a finale called Kizuna, which is actually fucking depressing as fuck.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Are all the Digimon dead and Ty dies alone in fucking apartment, not having accomplished anything with his life?
I mean, all the Digimon are dead.
Oh, that's depressing. We can't just go we can't just have Agumon just be chilling there with Tai, like he's fucking Garfield. Except, so I watched Super Eye Patch Wolf's video on Garfield. It's like it's like an hour and 20 minutes long.
Why does he have a video on Garfield?
Because the history of Garfield on the internet is fucking insane.
Oh,
because
it was a thing of like fuck's sake, game. Wait, so it's like the thing of like how, yeah, like how people have fucked up Garfield.
Yeah, like it's called what the internet did to Garfield. And they turned Garfield into an eldritch Lovecraftian nightmare that haunts John at every level.
Yeah, as you do.
And then he showed this like excellent fan art of John as this angelic being that has finally slayed Garfield.
That's pretty funny.
Actually, let me find out. I'll share it. Hold on.
Ooh. Wow, I'm getting a lot of bandages.
All right. I'm putting it in the watch party chat. 6.68 megabytes for to copy a picture. What is this?
Why is it telling you that it's too big?
No, it's not. It's not telling me it's too big. It's just like why is it 6.68 megabytes? Then again, I don't know. I'm too stupid to understand things like bits and memory and computers.
Yeah, it's not your fault. You're American. Fucking got him.
God. Oh my god, I got him or her. Yes, it's yeah. Where's all that tea, huh? Where's all that tea? It's in the harbor.
Like the idea that you send it to a British person, that where's the tea? Oh yeah, we sunk it, and they just go into a state of catatonia, and they're like, no, you can't mean it. It's not true! And then you're just like, start laughing maniacally over them. You're just watching like Teacup cry.
Yeah, he's like, no, the tea. What are you doing to the tea? And just pouring it all in the fucking, modern day Boston River. So you know it's like an actual like sludge pile. And just pouring it all. All the British people are, no, why is this happening again?
Somebody does it, you just hear in the distance, not again. Like, it was too young. And someone looked at me and goes, it was tea leaves.
This reminds me of the middle school from Ghost Stories, where all the ghosts would be.
Well, so what it was is in like the story, because we've missed a bit because I didn't stream it or anything, but
not even my claws can cut these. Well, I mean, you know what? At least they tried.
Yeah. But yeah, so we did the thing where we went in and we were like, this is the school building, and then they were like, this is the school building, it's dilapidated, and I'm just like, okay, well, it's one of those ones where I know why the game has to do it, but I'm annoyed because I'm like, I know it's the digital world, I don't, fuck you. Right, stop trying to pretend. Anyway, and then it's like, and then spiderwebs appeared out of nowhere, and then one of them got kidnapped, and I was just like, oh, that was a horror, like fucking haunted school, cool. Look at the cobwebs. Just the way he flapped his mouth open.
They aren't exactly easy to cut. I actually. Oh no, wait. If he uses his pepper breath, it'd probably just set everything on fire. Okay, that makes sense. What about Minoru's Digimon? What can his Digimon do?
Agumon, use arson. You got it, boss. Gets out of match, starts lighting shit. We're meant to be looking for our friend, you coward. And yet you are still my favorite non-me character.
Curses.
This means someone or something has locked us in here. I always love the capital in things. It makes you just assume they screamed it out.
Yeah. Instead of it should be bold, not capitalized. If you want to emphasize
or
it.
italics, or basically anything. But capital makes it shouty, just like naturally.
That's why whenever you read like a modern Frank Miller comment, like he bolds random words, so it sounds like Batman is monologuing and he's just become fucking insane, more insane than he actually is.
It's actually something that's so not that it's going anywhere. This is a personal project. I'm not trying to think anything, but I'm basically having fun, like fucking about trying to write a book just for the sake of a creative outlet, and I think it's very fun. It's one of the things that I keep fucking up on. Is I start off with italics or having like a character's thoughts to differentiate it, but then I end up having it for emphasis in a fucking comment, and I'm like, fuck, I have to choose one. So I go back and change around. It's one of the things, but it's one of the things is like, if you don't do it right, it gets weird. I don't know how people that do it professionally don't notice it when I'm just there bored and going, oh, this is annoying me already. I know nobody's ever gonna read this shit either. Because I think it's one of those ones where the good thing about writing is that you can be as creative as you want, but you got to be consistent. Oh my god! Fucking hell, that's quite terrifying. Fucking Slender Man boy there. I did hear this game was like horror. I think we should like mix genres more. There should be a Teletubbies. It's like a murder mystery.
You know what? Unironically, yes, I would actually like that.
The Wombos, and it's a drug cartel thing. Remember, you're a Wombo.
Oh my god, Meat Canyon made some because it's Meat Canyon, obviously. He made this disturbing ass Teletubbies animation where the Teletubbies were some cave-dwelling fucking barbaric society that worshipped the baby sun. And I think, if I recall correctly, like they like the little suits they wear. Apparently, like they're wearing the skin of something, or that might be their skin. It's fucking bizarre.
Okay, that is
and
bizarre.
Then he made a video about how the McRib is made, and it's made out of a grimace.
Okay.
More specifically, it was a grimace giving birth, and that's like they needed a bull, a male grimace, because there hadn't been any male grimaces. So then finally a bull was born, and then they murdered the mother after she gave birth, and that was the McRib.
Right.
Then there was the Toy Story one where Andy goes around smashing all of the toys because he knows that they could, because he pretty much knew that they could talk. And then Woody reveals himself, and then it's just like, you have cancer, Andy. What? Whenever we reveal ourselves to people, they get cancer. Why do you think? What do you think happened to Sid?
Oh God.
You...
Why can't things just be nice? Why do people need to do this?
I mean, you should also see what he did. He did the Blue's Clues. He basically made it the descent of Steve. Steve's absolute descent into fucking depression and madness, and like it's really sad, actually.
Oh, that's quite creepy.
The piano.
It's the fucking intro music, but it's like somebody's playing it on a piano that's off key. That's quite good. That's quite cool, actually. I like that. Now that this game's actually fucking started, it's getting quite interesting.
Was it basically like a whole bunch of nothing at the beginning?
Yeah.
Or like just
Yeah. It was. I mean,
so much? Yeah.
I think I'm still in the tutorial, but like the fucking, it was so. The tutorial was so god awful. It carried on. I sorry, no, not god awful. No, that implies it's actually bad. No, it's just like incredibly slow. So it's not like it was necessarily bad, but I was just impatient at the same time. So I was just like, please, I want to get onto the plot. And I think the reason it's more so annoying is because when you're familiar with Digimon, you know the basic setup. So when they're like setting every character, being like, oh my god, we're in the digital world, it's totally needed, but it's still just like, please hurry the fuck up. I know this bit. I've watched Digimon. I've watched the parallel fucking world Digimons. I've played some of the games. You know what I mean? I'm like, I know.
Did you watch the one where they morph into Digimon?
No, I refuse. I'm not watching Digimon Frontier.
You don't want but it's Morbin time. I'm going to morb into Morbamon. Rah.
No, like Digimon Tamers was the last one I watched. Of the original ones. To be fair, there's a new one that I need to watch that came out recently that I want to have a look at actually. Not the one, not the parallel one, like an actual new one. I can't remember what it's called, but it's on Crunchyroll. It's like Digimon Ghost Machine or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, speaking of like animes from like our childhoods that well, this one doesn't really like get talked about enough. I miss Zoids so much.
I don't know what that is.
Do you? Okay, so the one that I'm most familiar. So do you know? So if I do you know what the Liger Zero is? It's like this giant robot cat that's all white.
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Basically, now the series that people are most remember is basically in the world. There is a global, worldwide sport of literal of robot animals, like people piloting robot animals, like raptors and T-Rexes and Triceratops and lions and wolves and tigers and shit, and they just battle each other for like top spot of the sport. It's actually it's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. I like it. And basically you follow like the worst team, basically, and like they rise their way to the top while fighting an evil organization that like hijacks official games or some shit.
I mean, that's always the best way to follow it, isn't it? It's the wait. Fuck no! I think I do know what you're talking about, actually.
Yo, you do?
Wait, I think I do. I like like the moment you said that, I think like I had like a flash of something that I've watched before. Fuck, I'll have to like watch it again to be sure, but that's just suddenly like got the old brain doing stuff.
I don't know how good it holds up. It's been a while since I watched it, but I wouldn't mind seeing another Zoids
about it. Just literally the moment you like described it, I was like, wait a minute, that rings a bell.
I will say it probably has one of my favorite mech fights in anime, and like at the very end, it's very short. But it's also to the point, and the CGI for the time actually, like the kind of like the I guess I'm trying to find a lot of the angular designs of the actual CGI of the robots actually works very well, and the animation for them isn't awful, even though it was made in like the early 2000s. By that standard, it's actually not that bad.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, like a lot of stuff that's dated. I always feel like product of its time. It's a bit like at the time, like Ruby, like the first. I mean, not to think about Ruby, but the thing is, like, you know, the first like 3 seasons of Ruby look fucking like ass, don't they?
Yeah, it gets progressively better, but yeah, it doesn't look particularly great.
Yeah, but because at the time it was a fan project from what was at the start, like a growing but still a, you know, independent company, you kind of didn't mind. The moment they got all the funding from Warner Brothers, I'm like, all right, now I'm judging this like a corporation thing because it is, and then you know.
I mean, yeah, because it's with Ruby, it's kind of like, okay, the animation is relatively competent for the most part, but the fight scenes have also, which I know like a show shouldn't be survive on its fight scenes, but that was the thing Ruby was most known for the longest time, still is too. But you know, the only good one, like the best one so far, is actually a very simple choreo of the new animation style. Anyways, it's like the very simple Ironwood versus Watts fight, which is
I actually love that fight. So it's actually really fucking.
I know, Yeah.
Like competent. Someone made that, and they're like, oh my god, they choreographed it and shit. How amazing.
Yeah, and it's also incredibly simple but effective choreography.
Yeah. I think it benefits as well from the fact that they both don't use like flashy weapons. Like they both just have guns.
Mm-hmm.
So it means
it also has.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but I was just gonna say. So it means that a lot of the shit, like you see it when they have a lot of melee fighting, but then they forgot about the weights. You know, they have like flailing and hitting, and no like impact happens sometimes. They don't have that because obviously, when you just have guns, it's just the bullets.
They also have the instance of somebody using a gun as a melee weapon that actually makes sense. Like remember, like when James like goes up to where Arthur is, and like he like flips his gun and like smacks him with the butt of it, right?
Yeah.
And then he punches him away, and he only does that once because that situation, in that specific situation, that made sense. And then I don't think he ever does it again. He uses the gun like a gun. And then in Volume 8, he uses his BFG like a club.
Well, I haven't got that yet. I have started Volume 8 now, but I'm not that far.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I've got to the bit where Ren and Yang have an argument, and Ren has loads of good points, and nobody like mentions any, like answers any of them, and they just act like he's being a dick. I'm like, no, Ren's got some really good questions here, and everyone's like, Ren, why are you being a dick? I'm like,
yeah,
he's right.
Why are you taking this? Why are you taking the side of the metal man? It's like, well, even then, he's not really doing that. He's just pointing out like all of the issues that happened.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. I'm just like, no, he's got everything he's saying is correct. And he's more,
yes.
and even though he's not even really taking anyone's side, he's more just like in despair that they don't have the answers because why would they? They're teenagers.
Yeah, I think like the oldest of them. I think the oldest are 19, and then I think Ruby is 17 at this point. Though there hasn't really been an official timeline. It's kind of just been extrapolated by the fandom for the most part. It's never been confirmed, but it's never been denied.
What's that? Sorry.
The ages of the characters currently, I think the oldest of them are 19, but that's more or less fan extrapolation over the timeline, which is speculative, but I'm willing to believe it somewhat.
I mean, sounds about right.
Yeah, because between volumes 1 and 2, a few months pass. Actually, no, at the end of volume 1, I think a full month passes, I want to say.
I watched a review of Volume 3 a bit ago because I thought it was very entertaining, and he was basically pointing out how the guys in the commentary, they basically say that each Volume 1, 2, and 3 are each like a semester.
Yeah.
But then by that logic, Volume 1 is the longest semester, and then Volume 2 is 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
And that includes the time skip to Volume 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like they suck at any kind of time. Which we already knew, but...
Yeah, I mean, Volume 5 takes place over a fucking month, and it's in different parts of the month as too.
Yeah, it's not told in order. It's weird.
Yeah. At least Volume 7 has, like, a montage where, like, you could assume a couple weeks go by.
I mean, weirdly enough, it's not even the thing that I'm bothered about the most. It's like the least of its problems. I don't know. Ruby's one of those weird things where I watch it and I enjoy parts of it, but then just something will slap me in the face that'll make me go, "Oh yeah, it's retarded."
Yeah, it's like you'll go, what? It's like you'll get like one instance of like, oh my goodness, this is good.
Like I didn't hate Volume 7. To be fair, I didn't hate it. Like I've already told you all the issues I've had with it, but I didn't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was like how I was kind of enjoying Volume 7 for what it was, and then Nora comes in, and goes, "I'm tired of secrets," and it's like, Laura, you've been lying to Ironwood for like your whole time here now.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I don't mind it, but this needs to be addressed by somebody, or it's a fucking plot hole.
Yeah.
Or it just
I mean, that's why I call them morally inconsistent.
Actually, no, it's not a plot hole. It just proves that Nora's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Which I don't think was the intention.
No. I mean, that's why I call them hypocrites, because like in Volume 5, you're like, no more lies, no more half-truths, proceeds to lie and tell half-truths.
That's what I mean, yeah, and there's stuff like that makes... And it's like Team Ruby. It's the thing is, it's like, I don't mind Ironwood and Team Ruby essentially becoming opposite opinions, but they don't even entertain the fact that Ironwood is right. Like, they do enough just to say that why he thinks it, but the show doesn't even pretend that what he's done is done any good. The show's like, he is killing people. People are dying because of Ironwood, and it's like, but Ruby, and it's like, she's the good guy though. This is fine.
Like, yes, but and then it's like we're gonna dump people into a desert that, according to the lore, has one place of order and is the perfect place for violent criminals to hide out in.
Excellent. I tell you what though, I like Oscar, but that's probably just because he's not fucked yet as a character. He's just sort of nice. Oscar's my favorite character.
He has him having like very little to go on is actually saves him from being insufferable.
So he's just kind of an alright guy at the minute. That's just in the fucked up situation of merging with a retard.
Yeah.
That's it. So the last episode I just watched was when Hazel comes in and starts beating up Oscar and makes her go, oh yeah, this guy exists. This fucking excuse for a villain. What a stupid asshole.
Hazel is like fucking terrible.
Hazel's a shit character. Like the way
he is.
But it's annoying because like aesthetically he is very imposing, but everything else about him is stupid.
And like he started out as you're like, oh, what's this guy? He seems to kind of have somewhat of a moral compass a little bit. Like no one had to die this day. He helps Oscar get the ticket. Granted, he didn't know, but he's like, I'll help you out, kid. Here's your ticket. It like just smashes the machine.
Yeah, and then his semblance being the no pain, and then also like him stabbing himself to. Oh, like that's so cool ideas. He just goes, my sister died after becoming a huntress. I'm like, oh no, it's retarded.
Yeah.
And I remember that was back when I watched Ruby as well. You know, like when I was still enjoying it, even if Volume 5 sucked. It was still when I was enjoying it for the most part, and I was like, and that was when I went, that's stupid as fuck.
Yeah. And then. Actually, that kind of raises questions, like, his semblance is to block out pain, but wouldn't aura prevent you from taking physical damage so you couldn't feel pain in the first place when you have your aura up?
Well, this is the thing, Ruby is very inconsistent. Like, early on, they seem to say that if your aura goes down, your semblance stops working, but then later on, they just go, we didn't say that. Shut up.
And they imply that aura is, like, a passive thing that's always protecting you, and then they actually they retcon it, like, so... At first, it's something you need to, like, activate, like, in Volume 1 when Pyrrha explains it. Then the World of Remnant lore piece on it says it passively protects you, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then they retcon it back to being you need to consciously activate it.
Well, this is why I'm confused, because I always assumed it was one of those things that you had to activate it, but once you did it, it was passive. But then it keeps forgetting its own rules. And then the thing with the semblances, and the thing is, I'm fine the semblance being, oh my god, it's a ghost. I'm fine with semblances not being connected to aura in the sense of, you know, without one the other still works, but they don't stick to any rule. They just keep changing what the fuck ever they want to do for whatever reason. Also, can you remember when in Volume 6, I remember this was like it didn't annoy me, but it confused the fuck out of me. It's completely not related to what we're talking about, just because it reminded me of Hazel. But remember when, they come back and they have to give their report about how they fucked up the battle for Haven.
Hey, yeah.
And then, Salem, like, sort of drags Hazel to the ground and starts, like, threatening him. And I'm like, right, one thing, he can't feel pain, so that's not scary to him. Secondly, your cause doesn't matter to him, he just hates Ozpin. Thirdly, why are you stupid, Salem?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I understand that she's using him. We know this as the audience. But even, like, Hazel is, like, he's in it to hurt Ozpin because he thinks like an idiot and thinks it's his fault. It's like, Hazel doesn't give a shit if you're angry. And I like the fact that, weirdly enough, in this scene, they kind of show that. But it makes you just think, what the fuck does Salem do? And surely she knows how to manipulate her, pieces. And yet they just go with, no, she's bad guy. So she uses, like, Voldemort scary tactics. I'm like, yeah, but that wouldn't work on Hazel. I know he's a stupid person, but from everything we've known, he's not going to give a shit if you threaten him. He wants revenge.
Yeah. He
doesn't give a shit about himself. He'll die to get revenge on Ozpin. That seems to be what's happening. Like, he stabs himself with fucking crystals. I don't know. I don't think he's bothered about being hurt.
Oh, then there's fuck, I was about to say something. Then there's like the fact that Salem can like hybridize Grim, which is fine. But then you find out that Cinder's Grim arm has like Wolverine healing, and it's like, couldn't you apply that onto Grim you create? What's going on here? And the thing is that it's fine. You could make up some bullshit saying like you have to be connected to a being with an aura, but it's like you have to still say that though. Otherwise, it's in there. It's just not explained. Yeah. Hi, Tabs. We're talking about Ruby. We're also streaming to YouTube, so make sure to use as many racial slurs as possible. Yeah. Like, like Knife Ear, those elves.
No, you can't say that.
Or those rock eaters, those dwarves.
Rock eaters.
There's like an ongoing joke in my Pathfinder game where it's like where we ask the dwarf like, how do you milk rocks? And then of course the also question was like, can dwarves breathe underwater because they live underground? Where there's not a lot of oxygen, which is dumb.
I don't have to be cheeky as well about the D&D game that I was setting out, because I had that whole world, but it seems I can't. A lot of stuff is not working, so I was thinking of changing it.
Take your time, man.
I was really excited about it, but then it just seems to like I couldn't think of like an actual running like story, and I keep fucking like he's falling apart. I'm like, I think I need to change it. Oh, it must be Zabzman. Hate that guy, says the dinosaur. I don't fucking know.
It must be Zabuza, one of the 7 ninja swordsmen.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if like one of the Digimon was just like incredibly like, you know, like xenophobic? He must be one of those fucking foreigners. Get him. That's it. And then you're like, oh, okay then.
I like how he's just like, go look for it. Like, you go do it.
Hang on. Let me just see if I can boost your tabs because you're quite quiet. Where is Discord and where did it? Oh no, you're boosted as much as possible. Okay, well, there we are.
Yeah, it's probably my mic. I need to get a new.
Yes.
Oh, Jacob.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy Jurassic World Dominion?
Fuck you.
Like when I was watching it with Will, I was like, Jacob probably hates this just as much as I do.
And I don't want to watch it.
Colin Trevorrow calls Dimetrodon a dinosaur. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I don't know what any of those words means. What's a Colin? What's a Trevor?
Well, he's somebody that is a supposed filmmaker. I think he does make art, but I can't tell. I also just kind of randomly off topic, which is always on topic.
That's every time we talk about anything, yeah.
So I mean no disrespect to Super Eye Patch Wolf because he does make good content, but he has perpetual video essay voice, and I know that's just because that's his voice and how he talks.
It really sounds
so
like
he can't help it.
It sounds
but...
like he's on diazepam the whole time. I agree.
It's like, oh, you make such good content, but fuck, I want to subscribe to you, but like.
Oh, I am subscribed to him, but I don't watch all his videos. I only watch it if it's something I know about.
Did you watch his Riverdale video?
No, I didn't, but I've watched loads of other Riverdale videos.
Who are you talking about?
You have?
Like not from
from
other YouTubers, because
yeah.
Have you ever heard of a guy?
Because Riverdale gets.
He's funny.
Oh yeah.
Because Riverdale gets fucking insane. I think like the end of season 6 had like people giving magic powers to one of the characters.
Oh yeah, to stop a meteor, right? Yeah.
I remember there was like an episode about a musical.
There's like a musical every season because the guy that makes it likes musicals, but he's crap at them.
Like I want.
Like, oh,
I want to watch Riverdale just because like of all this shit that I hear it's going on. That's just crazy. Where you have aliens.
There's loads of stuff I want to record for a reason like that, like the Arrowverse and stuff. But I've just got such a backlog now.
Yeah.
I'm editing like the Mummy. I need to be fair. I need to get White and that to send me avatar things for his art people for me thumbnail when I finish that.
I told Will about basically what I said when we finished Jurassic World Dominion is I would rather watch All of Us Are Dead. And Will was like, oh, I want to watch that. And I was just like, if you do let me watch with you, I want to show you how stupid it is.
Oh, I'll watch that with you guys again. That was fucking awful.
Same.
Yeah.
I've only
just to
watched a
get it
couple
recording
episodes. I
and
want to
like-
watch more.
If Will,
I want to watch more.
if Will's got a thing for it, just let him know that I'll be down to watch it again because that was hilariously shit.
But no,
I'm
it's
sure
just,
on like a
it's-
second time we'll find more like problems with it.
It's so bad, and people think it's good, and it's not just that people like it; it's people think it's good, and I'm like, I'm confused. This is all terrible.
like even people that like I trust their opinions. Like Critical Drinker thought it was good. I'm like, Drinker,
Oh, yeah.
no.
It was absolutely.
Yeah, Will brought it up. Will was like, "Didn't Critical Drinker say it was good?" I was like, "Yes," and he's wrong.
It was hilarious because I remember we all watched it and we were just laughing at it, and then one of us, well, not me, but someone else was just like, "People are saying this is good," and I just thought you were fucking with me. And then
Oh,
someone
that was
shared,
probably me.
and then you shared like the Critical Drinkers video, and I was like, "Oh no, Drinker, what have you done? What's wrong with you? You've been drinking too much."
We can't
I love
forget
you,
about
man, but...
how if you're bitten by a zombie and you have and you have like the absolute will to survive, you just become a half zombie unless you're trying to protect your baby.
or the plot
Or if
says
you're trying
no.
to protect your friends.
Because it has like the rules.
Like that
if you're
one
not
nerd
scared
or
of
whatever.
if you're not scared of dying, you will become a zombie. Except for when that doesn't happen.
Or the dad who was searching for his daughter.
Yeah, it's all bad. Nobody's gonna watch this, but if anyone watches this stream that I'm gonna unlist, it's bad.
It's like, okay, the
remember
bully who
when
wants to kill the one guy, and then the woman and the girl who wanted to get to the cell phones, obviously were able to had more of a reason to become half zombies than like the guy who wants to save his friends, the man who wants to save his daughter, and the girl who wants to save her baby. Like the fuck.
we also can't forget about the amazing scene of when somebody has their eye stabbed out by the corner of a fucking phone.
It's like a sharp ass
Sorry,
phone.
Sorry, I had to open my window. It's way too fucking hot today, and it's not. It's actually not that hot. Well, I mean, it's fucking. It's like only 22 degrees, real temperature, but it's just fucking heavy because it's wet as well.
Well, I don't know
like,
about real. I don't know about
humid?
real temp.
Yeah, we use the temperature that you use for like boiling water and stuff. You know, like real temperature. You know,
Well,
not
no,
Fahrenheit,
well-
not stupid. This is okay.
Well,
No,
I mean, it's like
no, it's okay.
it's
No,
actually
it's fine.
here.
No, it's okay.
here-
Don't worry about it. No, you're all right. You don't need to defend
listen-
your country. It's okay. It sucks. You're okay. You're good, buddy.
Hey,
No,
at
no,
least
it's
I
fine.
can. At least I can say racial slurs on the internet and not get arrested.
I can as well. I just have to hide my identity, move to Quebec. You know, so good.
Yeah. It's like you've broken section whatever it is, the Communication Act of gross offense. You have grossly offensed people. What? Like, how do you plea?
Your
Guilty,
mother.
Your Honor.
You just go, your mother. Kill him.
It's an offense of death.
My country sucks, but so does yours, so it's okay.
What country doesn't suck?
See, I was gonna say Japan, but I'm like, no, their
No.
birth rates I think are still going down.
No, Japan actually just did like something similar to like what the UK did, which was like arrest people, I think, for mean speech.
Yeah. And living in Japan is like really hard if you want to like immigrate.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of things about people that have like lived there, and apparently, like even when you've like integrated yourself perfectly, it just like apparently just loads of shit that's just annoying as fuck because of how many rules they've got. Oh my god, it's a thing.
You know, another thing I just remembered from like All of Us Are Dead is that when like the one character, like the two characters who like separated from the group were never mentioned again. They were practically ignored. Like everybody was just like, "Oh, they're gone. Okay, that we don't need to talk about them anymore."
What, the
It was
teacher
like,
and the
fuck?
bitch?
No, the one girl who, her parents were in the truck, and she wanted to like kill herself.
Oh yeah, they lose them, and they just seem to just like not notice. Yeah, I forgot. Well, I mean,
And
I
then
forgot.
then there was that archer guy who was with the one girl, and he ended up getting killed by the bully character.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's a boss fight.
A boss?
Busteru. Alright, I'm gonna have the owl and the worm because we're fighting spiders.
We need to call PETA on this game. They're animals fighting each other.
Look, there's nothing wrong with a bit of dog fighting, as long as it's consensual, and they will consent if I tell them to.
Like, yeah, guys, don't you understand? Pit bulls are just naturally fucking vicious.
Like I have my next door neighbors have pit bulls.
It's a lot more complicated because it's those that are from like lineages that were bred for fighting probably will be just how genetics works, but not all of them are like that. And a lot of the attacks are from former dogs that were fighting dogs, so they have lots and lots of issues.
You know, I will say that though that there are people who are just like, there are dogs that would just attack for like no reason. It doesn't just have to be pit bulls.
I mean, wasn't there the same scare with Rottweilers and German Shepherds and Dobermans like a couple years, like a couple decades ago?
Everybody was like terrified of those. Like,
and then they'll probably find another one.
Like my uncle was in like the police force, and he had a Rottweiler, and I was actually terrified of him, but because it was a retired police dog, so I didn't know how to handle him.
Well, I mean, you're part white, so you know that's probably why it was nice to you.
No, I never went up to him. I never pet him.
Oh.
Like he stayed outside. He never came in the house. But I like labs. I love Labradors.
Oh, that's Alex's favorite dog.
Yeah, but I remember Alex posted a picture of one.
I like Huskies because, well, I mean, yeah, but it's not to say that I don't like dogs. Like, if I were to ever get a dog, I'd probably start out with probably a Labrador, like a Golden Retriever or something, because they're, you know.
I love Huskies as well, but they're fucking hard to train, so I wouldn't have one.
Yeah, that's the reason why I wouldn't, like, start out with a Husky.
I wouldn't get, like, living in the South, having a Husky is probably, like, the worst decision you could do.
That is true. But I live in Michigan where at one point of the year it's unbearably hot, and then another point in the year it's unbearably cold.
A dog that I would love is besides like the Labrador is probably oh man, what are they?
A Chihuahua?
No, I don't. I've had 2 small dogs, but I don't know if I really want a small dog anymore. I've had 2. So.
I like small dogs. Small dogs are my jam.
I know you got. Don't you have 2 small dogs?
I have 3 at the minute.
Oh, okay. What kind are they?
What is my doggo is a Jack Russell cross with a Norfolk Terrier. The doggo, the other one is a Jack Russell cross with a Springer Spaniel, and the last one is a Yorkshire Terrier that I got. Basically, it's my aunt's dog, but I got given her basically.
Oh, I have a Yorkshire Terrier right now, and then I had Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh my Agawad, you suck! Fuck, you missed it. Oh, but the doggo saved us. Listening to the conversation, good old Labramon.
I think my cat might be part Maine Coon just because of how fucking big she is.
You can't say the C word. It's not. You know. It's not.
Maine. What? Maine Coon?
No. See, you said it again.
Is it?
Maine.
Oh, okay. So I can't. Okay, so I can't refer to her as a small generalized canoid. Got it.
Yeah, it's like I saw one guy. He couldn't say the word. Finish the word like the animal that looks like a bandit that goes into your trash.
Trash panda?
No, it's different.
A possum?
No, the other one. Black and white.
Raccoon.
Yeah, see, you can't say that.
Opossums are adorable, and no one can convince me otherwise.
See, I'm like, for some reason in my head, like the word like with the O in front of it, like it never just registered with me, so I just kept calling everything like a possum.
Well, that's because they're actually in Australia. There are things called possums.
No, but like I didn't realize that there was like much of a difference between like a possum and a possum.
Yeah, like apparently Australian possums are like assholes, while opossums and no, but opossums are incredibly introverted, and the playing dead thing, believe it or not, is involuntary. they can't. It's when they get so nervous, they literally just like they faint and shut down, and they like smell like a dead body. It's they can't attack the chest. Yes.
I got a thing.
That's fucking funny. It's like I shoot a ball of energy at this chest, and it opens and gives me a thing.
Oh, I bought this like new like art program, and it's got like 3D models and shit, and now I'm like really excited.
Oh, you're gonna do some drawing.
Yes. I'm working on something for Dan actually.
Oh, nice.
Then I'll do everybody else. I'll do one for you, Jacob, as a Power Ranger. If you want.
I'll be the Taco Ranger. Yes.
Are you good at drawing?
I hope so.
Because I want to get some drawing stuff because I've always liked the idea of it, but I suck at it. But I, you know, just for fun.
It depends on what medium you want to do, probably. That's like if you want to paint, or if you want to just like draw, or if you want to do digital.
I mean, I just wanted to sketch, but like, you know, like just, you know.
I just want to like hunker down and like actually write
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, I'm more interested in that, to be fair. That's why I've got my little project going on.
I need to learn better grammar, because like if there was a Geneva Convention for grammar, I think I would be a candidate for being tried for it. Now, granted, I'm not the worst offender in the world, but
Oh, so for some reason, well, not for some reason, but basically, when I was hanging out with Dan, Rick, and Isaiah, and we were watching like a bit of The Boys season 3, and like my mind just like went back, and I was just like, Carl Urban is so attractive, and so I started watching Lord of the Rings again, and then like I remember, holy shit, he was in Doom. And then
he was in Doom with The Rock. Yes, he was. Holy shit.
Like, there's, out of everybody in The Boys, I think that Carl Urban was probably the more known one for me, because I have no idea who everyone else is.
You know, going back to Super Eye Patch Wolf, apparently he made the most amazing shit post ever. It's called Space Jam 2 is a Lie. And it was literally just an excuse for like the last like quarter to be his like Space Jam 2 fan fiction where fucking Michael Jordan ascends above reality.
Oh, you know what we need to watch? Dread.
What? Oh, Dread
Carl
is
Urban.
good.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that
Great
movie.
movie.
I can't believe how old I was when that thing came out.
I didn't
That
even know it was like a comic
2012.
book movie when I watched it. I just thought
I
it was
didn't
an action
either.
movie.
I thought it was like someone's like original. Like,
Yeah, I just thought it was an action movie. I thought it was like in the future where people shoot stuff, and I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then there was like Ghost Ship. Have you ever seen the movie Red?
Yeah, that's fun
No.
as fuck.
Oh, wait,
I
wait,
forgot
with Bruce
Carl
Willis?
Urban
Yeah,
was in
Morgan
that one
Freeman
too.
dies again.
Wait, with Bruce Willis
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I've seen that
I
one.
never saw
I
Red
loved
2,
it.
because who cares? But I saw Red.
I've never seen Red 2, but I remember Red. But like, I do love the part where one guy is chasing them down with like the bomb strapped to his chest.
It's an Irish.
A wild Irishman appears.
Lion was probably like, the fuck are we talking about terrorism right now?
Lion, sing us the song of your people.
Which one?
Yes.
There we go. There we heard it. Which one?
The one of alcohol and potatoes.
Which one?
That's probably a lot.
You only
Just
got
pick one
songs
at
about hating
random.
English.
You got loads of those. You got even more of those. Come on.
I mean, I don't blame the Irish for hating the English at all.
Is that? Yeah, but what's funny is that Americans basically are English, and they keep pretending they're Irish because they're just self-hating people.
I mean, like a lot. I mean, a lot of us have like very strong Irish ancestry, for being honest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
same.
bullshit. You're American.
No, that's why I said Irish
Yeah, you're American.
ancestry. I know I'm American, but you know, I have Irish
Oh.
ancestry.
So do I. What does that have to
Yeah.
do with anything?
Yeah, I know. That's why I say I agree. I am an American.
goodness.
Oh my God! It's Greymon, but
It's not Greymon.
he's
It's a
gay.
T-Rex
Oh,
Because I
Rugrats.
chose Wrathful, so I've got a fucking demon direct dinosaur. That's cool.
I love how it made it look so big
Tuskmon.
and then it just looked
Neat.
tiny.
so if you would have chose like the good path, you would have gotten Greymon, I guess.
I would assume so.
And then you would get War Greymon.
But Carl
War
Urban
Greymon
was
is awesome. I'm
Oh, I
Sorry.
love the part where they're like in that what are those like the shipping container scenes when the woman says old man and he was just like, "Can I kill the bitch now?" That's
I don't know.
Oh, actually, just recently when I was looking through Carl Urban's
Oh no,
filmography,
my
I
fucking
did
owl got
realize
murked.
that Carl Urban did a film with Amber
Uh-oh.
Heard, and I watched it, and I had no idea she was in it.
Oh wow.
Like I was like, who is that woman? And I looked it up. I was like, oh my god, it's the bitch.
Like that's all she's known as now, and quite rightly.
You don't have Nova Flame.
And I forgot it was in Chronicles of.
Oh, but
Did you?
I don't think I have branching things, though,
Oh.
so maybe I can get Greymon later.
That's cool.
I mean, I kind of like
Question.
Tuskmon though. He looks cool. I like being different.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But,
he's got health.
Did you watch the Digimon movie?
I did. It's weird.
It's really bad, but I love it.
Well, I really like the first one, which is in Japanese is just a short movie, war game or our game,
Yeah.
which is great. But I don't know, like the rest of it sucks.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I was when I was hanging at my uncle's house, they were talking about what movie they want to watch, and they were like, "Oh, we should watch Uncharted." But like they were saying, "Oh, Uncharted was so good." I was like, "No."
You were like, no.
I was like, no.
How does the fucking fuck work?
The best. That's the most iconic
I said,
line.
anytime it comes up, anytime someone says, "Oh, Uncharted's so good," I just think about how Lion had like a
Fucking stroke. Yeah.
aneurysm, and like it just died when Antonio Banderas died. God, that movie sucked.
It's so bad. I don't know why anyone likes it. To be fair, I don't think many people did like it, but the fact that someone does is upsetting because it just proves that people really are that stupid.
Mark Wahlberg seemed like he didn't give a fuck during the movie.
Please don't cry. Thank God there was nothing.
He had like the same like he was giving it basically the same all that he did when he was in the film The Happening.
Hey, he's a fucking treasure in The Happening.
What?
What?
No. Oh, and in the Space Jam 2 is a live video. He had fucking Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny become intimate lovers.
Oh, what the
course.
fuck?
It's all an elaborate shit post because Goku comes in at the end to fight Michael Jordan.
Of course. We did it. I won the boss fight. I killed a spider.
Congratulations.
I've never done that before.
Oh, you turned back, Agumon. I want to ride on your back, and then we could like go and conquer the world
Okay.
together.
Yeah, there we go. I want to ride you, Agabon. He just looks at you and just goes, "I'm gonna go now."
It's like, well, can you at least point me to Angelwamon so I can do that? It's like, sure. Digimon evolution doesn't make any sense, but that's kind of funny. That's the thing that's kind of funny about it. See this cat right here? Yeah, it becomes a sexy angel. Sure.
Hey, the fucking the hamster with wingy has turned to an angel as well. I don't know how that works either. It's all stupid.
Yeah.
And yet, amazing. Because angel.
Doesn't he get? Doesn't Hagumon get an alternate fucking evolution? And I think it's in it's not in the original adventures. It's in the sequel series with Davis, where like he turns into some weird fucking giant metal thing and that like shoots fire.
Oh, Sakuamon. That's the one when it merges with the Yankee sword thingy majigger.
Yeah.
Angelmon's always a Chad. It's always hype in the fucking anime when he turns into the angel, because you know shit's gonna get real, because the angel is OP as fuck.
Yeah.
He doesn't turn into an ultimate until the like 2 episodes before the end, which is great.
Yeah. Also, like, I remember when he first he went into Angemon. Didn't that take such a massive toll on him? Didn't he revert back to an egg?
Yeah, because he used up all his energy. He fucking died, more or less.
I still remember that. Yeah, I remember that moment like more than any other. Aside from Metal Greymon, that moment.
What the actual Metal Greymon one? I mean,
yeah, like when he first turns into
yes.
Metal Greymon, I think doesn't.
The one when he turns to Skull Greymon is a fucking great episode as well. Because Ty fucks.
Yeah.
But it's totally understandable why it's a character. Digimon is weirdly fucking well written. It's so confusing why. Like,
yeah, that's true.
When you look at the fact that it was kind of a marketing thing, but you're like, I don't know, the guy that wrote it fucking obviously cared about it. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, it's almost like you can be a merchandise selling juggernaut while also still being good. You know?
Well, I remember my favorite arc is the Myotismon arc in the real world.
Holy fuck, please.
Is that the one when they get back from the digital world the first time?
Yeah, they're in the real world, yeah. And it's a
Oh my gosh, Carl Urban is one of the stormtroopers in the Rise of Skywalker, and he was the one that said the Knights of Ren.
Ghouls.
Holy fuck.
Carl Urban in the live-action Digimon movie. he plays Agumon and Greymon.
And it's not CGI.
No, it's not. He's literally just Agumon. Like it's just him, and he just like has like a. No, he wears his Billy Butcher outfit. Also, Billy Butcher in the comics, from what I understand, like goes insane after he kills Homelander and like kills a whole bunch of superheroes, and then kills Mother's Milk and Kimiko and Frenchie.
Yeah.
To my understanding, the boys comic is edgy nonsense.
Yeah. Apparently, there's like a lot of superheroes that are basically like rip-offs of like Marvel and DC.
Well, they're meant to.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the point. They're meant to be commentaries on them. I mean, I don't know how good it is, but that's the point.
I mean, the Black Noir, who's a clone of Homelander, eats a baby.
Oh yeah, I remember. I said that. There was like a baby that I think Billy Butcher fought.
Yeah, and then I think it was Ryan in the comics like is killed when he's born, I think, or something like that.
I think he killed Butcher killed him.
Yeah, and then which in the show, that's not the case, but I think that might be for the best.
I will say though, like from the clips that I've seen, Jensen Ackles does a good job as Soldier Boy.
I remember Soldier Boy back in the day of early YouTube.
When he releases his console.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Do you remember?
Dude. I do remember. I too watched JonTron.
I don't watch JonTron. I don't.
No, that's how I learned about it, from JonTron.
I don't even know how I learned about the fucking the boy thing. I don't know. It just popped into my head when you said it. Like, great, I remember that was the guy that tried to fucking like steal content, but for like in the real world, didn't go well.
Will you still be there holding my hand? Side, will you still call me Superman?
No.
Can we have a good Superman movie?
No.
No.
But
I don't even know if they're gonna be bringing Henry Cavill back.
I think he said he'd do it, but he'd want more money, which fair enough. It's like, look at all the Superman things he's been in. He was only allowed to be Superman for one of those things. That was Justice League, ironically.
I was just gonna say it's the one that people don't want to watch, even though Snyder Cut's worse.
Yeah, I've actually grown to appreciate the Justice Cut.
I always
enjoyed
enjoyed Justice League. It's stupid, but I always find it quite funny and stupid.
Yeah, and there's also the fact that it has, like, you know, not just the elements that fix what, at least attempts to fix what Snyder did, but, like, it has the heroes being, you know, heroes.
Yeah, I just remember it being like, I don't know, it's incredible. It's a really bad film, but I don't know, I find it very entertaining.
It is. And then, of course, I know a lot about truth, but I'm also a big fan of justice. And it's like, I like get a fucking goofy, retarded grin on my face because I'm like, it's Superman!
Yeah, the final fight in his is actually funny.
The one part that I cringe at is when Wonder Woman is like taking down the banker and he goes, I don't believe it. What are you? And she goes, a believer. And then, like, does her arm thing.
Yeah,
like,
but
I was like, what does that mean?
It's not as cringe as I belong to no one.
Kal-El, no.
Ow,
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, and then of course, like, when Superman first comes in, it's like Aquaman's like, all right, and she's just like, Kal-El. It's like, his name's Clark. Shut up.
Like, how would you even know his name? Like,
his alien name? I don't know. Maybe he revealed it. I would need to rewatch.
In Batman v Superman.
I would need to rewatch BVS if it actually became public knowledge of his, like, alien name. Yeah, neither do I, but I might have to.
No.
What?
I mean, I talked about Man of Steel. I'm gonna talk about BVS one day, but that day is not anytime soon. Cause fuck me, I'm not sitting through 3 hours of fucking nonsense. You don't owe this world a damn thing, Clark. It's like, I'm sorry, what?
He's like, excuse me.
I hope.
It's like, yeah, it's like, good people don't stay good, Lois. It's like, oh my, shut up, Zach, Dave, and Chris, you fucking hack directors / writers.
Like, it would have been probably interesting if we saw more, like, maybe Clark, like, no one appreciated Clark, and therefore he became, like, more of, like, a asshole type Superman, I guess. But it's just like, why is he like this?
I think like asshole Superman has been like it. I usually don't like the whole it's been done to death like all the time. Where it's almost ultimate like if it's executed well enough. But as personally speaking, I'm tired of evil / asshole Superman.
I never got into Superman.
You like All Might, you like All Might though.
I mean, I like All Might, but like...
Yeah, right, no, but in fairness, All Might's cool.
Yes.
Superman's cool too. Superman's cool.
Well, it's just
Nah.
like, the movies, like,
Yes.
growing up, the only, like, superhero films that I ever watched was for, like, the MCU, like, whole big thing, was Batman, Spider-Man, and the Hulk. And, like, the Fantastic Four. That was basically one of, like, the few, like, superhero films and characters that I did like. And Ghost Rider.
Well, oh yeah, Ghost Rider's my favorite Marvel hero. That's like, I've actually read Ghost Rider comics, and then again, like, he's broken as hell.
Sorry, I fucking just love that time. So I was like, I never got into it. I only really like Spider-Man, and then at the end, like you said, like 4, and Ghost Rider. It's like, oh, is that it? Is that it? Half a dozen? Is that it? Okay. I remember when I was little, the only one I ever watched was the original, you know, the 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah.
And I remember not even knowing it was like part of like a comic series because I was just young. I was tiny and didn't give a shit.
So you didn't watch like any of like the DC animated universe stuff, like Superman, Batman, Justice League?
Nope.
None of that?
Nope.
It's actually pretty good stuff. Like, it has the only time Alan Moore ever said he liked an adaptation of his work, which is bizarre because he hates all of his adaptations except the episode for the man who has everything, which is really good.
I think I watch more Batman stuff than anything. I know I watched like what was it the Superman? It was the one with the red bat on his chest. What was that one?
Batman Beyond.
Yeah, that was one I watched a lot when I was little.
I don't know. I don't know. I just like comic stuff and superheroes. I never really got into it. The only reason I mean, I probably would have if I knew about the interconnectivity of it. But it's like the MCU. I love the idea of like this, running narrative. And I was like, this is so cool. And then Disney are just like, now wait a minute, we're gonna fuck it up. I'm like, oh thank God. I thought, I was enjoying myself. Thank you. You've ruined it.
Anyways. Unfortunately, I must leave you, for I must go and slave away to earn money.
Have you seen that? They were like, Phase 5 is about to begin. I was like, wait, Phase 4's not finished yet. Nothing's happened. And like, it's finished. I'm like, nothing's happened. And like, it's the longest one. I'm like, nothing's happened.
Well, yeah.
They just gave up. Like, no one likes this.
I think is actually what's happened. Because like they're getting less and less interest watching it. Because even like Moon Knight's got didn't get as many viewers as they want, and then Miss Marvel's got fuck all.
Yeah.
Which isn't true. I'm being hyperbolic, obviously. It's got a lot
compared to other.
Yeah,
stuff.
It's got a lot for the thing, but compared to the numbers that Disney want, it's got fuck all.
Yeah, and then of course there's She-Hulk, which I think will probably be lower than Miss Marvel.
Well, I'm not sure about that though. I mean, I mean, it probably will be, but I reckon the episode that Daredevil comes in, a lot who will watch it just for out of curiosity.
I don't. They need to stay away from Daredevil, but
but he is going to be in one episode at least.
I know, and he's going to have his own show on Disney Plus.
Yeah, the fucking generic title. I can't remember what it's called, but it was really boring.
Born Again, but they already did the Born Again story from the comics in season 3, so I don't know why it's called Born Again.
I need to watch season 3 still.
It's really good.
Yeah, I like that.
Anyways, I must leave you all now. I must go to work.
Slave away, young sir.
Everybody watching the stream, subscribe to the Australian.
Where? Okay, I'll kill him.
I thought Jacob was gonna subscribe to me.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna start trying to spread the views. Like just take and just all sorts of loads. I'm gonna spread my loads of autism all over your face.
Okay, goodbye.
It's all right. He's just a massive ableist. It's okay, everyone.
Yes, of course. Even though, yeah, I am an ableist. Anyways, I'll talk to you later.
Bye. Who the fuck was that?
帰還できてもキャンプの宿泊所だし、自宅はまだずっと先だろ。
へりくつ言わないで。もうやだ。足が棒になっちゃったよ。
今はそんな弱音を吐いてる場合じゃないだろう。帰りたいなら自分の足で歩くしかないんだ。
そんなの当たり前だし、別におぶってくれなんて言ってないから。
まあまあ、無駄な争いは体力を消耗するだけだからね。なんだったらさっき君は私が
Stranger danger.
I'll carry you if you like.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
当たり前だ。教授に気を使わせるようなことを言うんじゃない。教授も彼女をそんな甘やかさないでください。
君も年長者なら頭ごなしに叱るのではなく、彼女を導いてやってはどうかね。とにかく今ここにいるのは我々3人だけなんだ。お互いで助け合わないとな。
That's not quite true. Remember, you have the saying, in that if you and your friend are being chased by a bear, you don't have to outrun the bear, just your friend.
No.
There's a show coming, well, a movie coming
I
out.
like that.
Sorry,
There shouldn't be any bears. There's probably monkeys though. Or a boar.
I think there's a movie coming out called The Woman King. In English, that's called a queen, but whatever.
The Woman King.
Yeah, in real world, that's called a queen. If you're not stupid.
I almost forgot for a second this was a Digimon.
See, this is the thing I was talking about. I know they have to do this for the characters because, of course, it'd be weird if they accepted it, but because I know what this is just annoying that we're just retreading the same ground over and over again. In fact, no, you don't have to have it. Just skip this scene and just have it where they're already partners. Fuck it. You don't need this. If this was the first ever Digimon anything, it would be totally fine. It ain't. It's like the fucking 30th. Stop doing this.
It can't exist.
That's not true. That's impossible.
Impossible.
こら、不用意に近づくんじゃない。
神様ならもしかしたら言葉も通じるかなって。
And then it kills her.
Be hilarious. Oh, that one will.
なんだ。危険なやつかもしれない。
It's got red eyes. That means it's bad.
Yep.
私たちこいつに追われてたのは凶暴なやつよ。
I love how their body doesn't move, so they're just kind of like standing there posing. I know that's how the style of the game is, but...
Oh no, he's dead. He's been shot.
You got like hit in the damn chest. What?
He's an old man. He's fucking dead. You suck, other guy.
He's a likable pervert. Man, this one.
Oh, he's stood up
okay.
fine.
He's up.
He's
up.
alright. He's good. he's okay.
I thought he was knocked the fuck out. Apparently not.
I'm dying now. I'll be fine. Oh no, you can tell he's injured. He's lost his hat.
Flesh wound.
He's lost his hat. That means he's bad. That means he's lost a health bar.
It's like that Monty Python meme. Tis but the flesh wound. He's got like a hole in his fucking chest.
Do you know what? You know, I've been talking about like trying to sort out stuff for D&D and that tab. You know, for Monty Python the Holy Grail, you can actually buy all the characters as D&D figures. And I'm really tempted, but it is like 200 quid for everything. And yet.
I wonder how much that is in American.
Well, it's more than things. It's probably about $170 or something like that.
How much did you say it was for you?
200 quid. I don't know. I'm guessing it. So you put it in Google. I'm curious.
It's like $244 to US dollar.
I did that the wrong way around, like a moron. Yes, that is better. That's real math. I have been the drinking.
You have been the drinking?
It's very nice.
How many of the drinking have you done?
Only 2.
Only 2?
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, in the day. Ah, what a lovely day. Why is that question mark? I know it's the dragon dinosaur. It's the same voice.
You know what it almost reminds me of? It reminds me of that like dinosaur from like The Land Before Time, the little one.
What little foot?
Chomper.
Oh yeah.
It looks like Chomper but orange.
Did you? Wait, how old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
I'm 24. I'm about to be 25.
I don't know when Digimon came out actually.
I think around that time.
You probably would have. I mean, I'm pretty sure I watched it when I was like when I was really young. So when I fucking know.
There's like the original. Hold on.
Yeah, the anime.
It says 1999.
Really?
That's what, like, when I looked it up, when did Digimon come out? It says March 7th, 1999.
Oh, well, I mean... Alright, so... Yeah, so you would have been, what, 1?
I would have been 2. No, yeah, 1.
So why didn't you watch it?
actually know. I think at the time I was more like there was other stuff I was interested
I
in.
mean, you would too. You probably wouldn't. I mean, I watched it, but I was for
Like shapes and colors.
Like I watched more like Teletubbies, Roly Poly Oly.
I know one of those things.
Roly Poly was the shit.
Never
Oh, I
heard of it.
loved it. I had a book of Roly Poly Oly. I mean, God, I remember when Disney, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon had like their old sites with the games that they had on there. Oh, that was so fun. Like I remember the Courage the Cowardly Dog game that they had on their site. I miss the old shit.
So do I. Like I said, I mean, I still watch fucking like I was gonna say I remember Pokemon, that series that's still going.
I mean, I watched Pokemon. I remember that.
Pokemon's fucking great, and it still is.
I think I went from like Pokemon being interested in Yu-Gi-Oh.
I like Yu-Gi-Oh as well. I still watch Pokemon. Pokemon's the shit.
But I never got interested in Digimon. I don't think that was something that like interested.
Digimon is a fucking. I keep saying this because, it's just because it's weird to think about. The fucking plot of Digimon is fucking really well done, and I have no idea why. But it's a really good story. And it's bizarre. Because it's obviously like was made to like sell toys and stuff, but it shows that the guy that wrote it was like, I want to make something good as well. It had a really interesting plot and like character work and stuff like that, and like the whole plot revolves around the characters' personalities. It's like the reason anything happens.
Another show that I watched.
What?
Dragon Ball Z was another thing I watched.
I didn't watch that as a kid. I only watched that like 2 years ago. Like.
I only watched it because my dad and my brother were interested in it.
And I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. I'm like surprised I never watched it as a kid, but I'm just like I just never watched it. So 2 years ago I started Dragon Ball, so I'm up to date. I've watched all the Dragon Ball Super and stuff, and I enjoyed it all.
I would like to get into it. There was I don't know if you watched it, but Code Lyoko was like the shit when I was younger.
Oh yeah, Code Lyoko was great.
And then they made like that like live action Code Lyoko, but it's French.
I don't know.
Yeah, didn't watch that.
I tried to watch it, and my god. It's weird when they try to translate like that kind of like style to real life. It's like when they try to do like Dragon Ball Z, it's just like, oh, what's Goku known for? He's got like spiky hair, and they try to do it. It looks awful. I still remember from the Dragon Ball movie when he goes over the car and just his head is seen just sliding over the hood of the vehicle.
I never saw that movie either, but
I don't even think I did, actually. Let me see if I can find it. It's so fucking stupid. God damn it. Whoever made this movie should be blacklisted from Hollywood.
hey, just going back to the game here a second. I need to say this. I need to be the leader. I've got the goggles. That's the Digimon way.
God damn it, isn't that funny? Aww.
Also, Aoi, you a stupid fucker.
そうか、確かにヘリの1台でも飛んでておかしくないよな。
朝になっても救援に来てくれる様子もないなんて、一体何が起きてるのかしら。
そりゃあ山で遭難ならともかく、今いるの校舎だしな。 むしろここに人がいない方が不自然だろ。行方不明なのは俺たち以外の全
No, you've
人類
disappeared, you dumb bastard, but okay.
そんな不安を煽るようなこと。
だってそうだろ。見てみろ。スマホも繋がらねえ。どうなってる？
Yeah, it seems to imply that you've left, not everyone else. I'm just saying.
そうでなきゃ
Japanese education system must suck. Must be even worse in America.
行方不明の状態で溜まってられないすっげえ天変地異が起きてるとか。
やめてよ。
いやだってこの校舎見てみなよ。俺たちが気絶してる一瞬でこれだぜ。周囲の景色まで変わってるんだ。これって何なんだ？異常事態だぜ。
Just the gift of him going back and forth on top of a car.
タイムスリップでもしたのかな。謎の超兵器が作動したとか。それで一瞬でこう。
You know another live action film that I remember we watched that was just fucking awful?
What?
Was the live action Attack on Titan?
Oh, I didn't watch that.
Oh my god, it was like the funniest shit because Jacob was so fucking mad.
He gets mad about a lot of stuff. He gets
Like
very angry. I
think he was in his car.
I love
near the
listening
very
to
end,
him ramble. He gets so angry.
And he was like getting so pissed off. I think Lion was actually getting upset too. Everybody was like yelling and getting upset, and then I was just laughing my ass because I really wish I got everybody's reaction on camera.
なぜか見覚えのない形にすっかり様変わりして、そんでもって立ち込める例の霧で状況がまるでわからない。その霧もなんだか触れると危ないって話だ。
話っていうか本当に危ないんだよ。
らしいな。そして何よりここには得体の知れない怪物がうじゃうじゃいる。
得体の知れない怪物なんかじゃないぞ。
じゃあ何なんだよ。
僕たちは僕たち、あいつらはあいつらだよ。
だからそれをちゃんと説明してくれよ。
説明できるような僕じゃないからね。
そんなの胸を張って堂々と言うなよ。
ってことで一番賢そうなファルコモンの出番だぜ。
俺か。
そうね、お願い。私アグモンじゃ無理かも。
心得た。さて、
I do really like the music in this game.
我々
It's
もまた
nice.
我々の存在に疑問を持ったことがない。ただ、君たち人間の世界と我々の世界が別物なのは確かだ。
やっぱりパラレルワールドなんだ。
その言葉の意味は俺にもわからない。
確かに常軌を逸した状況だと思う。でも異世界かどうかはまだわからないわ。だったらこうして人の手による建物がどうしてあるの？
それは人間だけじゃなく建物ごと迷い込んだ。
だったらこんなボロボロの校舎じゃなくて私たちのいた校舎じゃない？構造は課外キャンプの校舎と似てるけど、やっぱりここの校舎は別物のように思うわ。
それに関しては俺もわからない。野山や木々、岩、海、川、それら自然界にあるもの以外の建物の存在はある日突然現れたと聞く。
誰がどうやって？
さあ、神と呼ばれる存在、あるいはそれに近しい力を持つ同胞なのか。正しいことなど何もわからないし、何よりこの世界の住民はさまざまな力や姿を持つ。凄まじい力を持つ者、弱くか細い者、何でも器用にこなす者、何もできない者。
つまりお前たちのお仲間が作った可能性すらあるのか？手先が器用な奴が人間の建物を真似て作ったとか、何かすごい力で人間界の建物をこっちに持ってきたとか？
わからない。ただ俺の知っていることを並べるなら、我々の世界の住民は一様ではない。言葉を交わし、 意思疎通もできる温和なものから話も通じない凶暴なものまでいる。そして人間という存在もまた我々の中ではおとぎ話のように伝わっていた。いや、実際に接触したのは
I love the idea that he's like, they're fairy tales. They even say you guys come in different colors, and someone just like goes, ah, well, you see.
我々に力をもたらせてくれるという話だ。
あ？それって。
先の毒グモンとの戦いでアグモンが見せたようなより強い姿に変化する者もいるとのこと。
なんで急に姿が変わってそれで強くなったりするんだ？
Oh, it's a video game mechanic. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
外部の影響、人間との接触なんかが媒介となって急激な変化が起こっているのかしら。優位的な選択変化、すなわち進化ね。本能的にそれを一台で行えるなんてすごいわね。
Instant evolution. Just add water.
すごいんだ。意味は分かってないけど。
俺たちにとってはそれが当たり前のことで疑問に感じたこともないからな。もちろん進化はそれだけに限らないし、人間の子供が必ずしも力をもたらすわけでもない。
It's weird that they
それ
talk.
によって世界が破壊されるというし、
What?
あるものはそれによって
Like the fact that they talk because like I'm so used to like
Oh,
like
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
いや、この話は予想。
Cause like
俺の知る俺たちの存在
Pokemon, they just say like whatever word it is that I think their name is.
Yeah.
And then like
Most
with
of the time.
Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't think they talk.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, it's a card game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alive.
I know, but don't they like things come out of the cards or whatever?
Not really. No, they just no.
I mean, it's been so long since I've watched it. I have no idea.
Like to make it more visually interesting, they make it so that it's like holograms, but the cards still don't do anything. They're just game pieces essentially. Well, they're doing the last season, but the last seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh is different. It's not really Yu-Gi-Oh. It's like it's finalizing the plot, so they go back in time, or they don't actually. But it's complicated. You have to watch it all. Yu-Gi-Oh's got a weird plot that's like really good at points and shit at others though, but Yu-Gi-Oh's a really like bizarrely well written story. It's for the main story part, it's not the filler. But then to be fair, that's based on a manga series that actually has like a running narrative, so probably explains it.
逃げてった。春たちも何か知ってるかもしれないし、一度校舎に戻って二人と一緒にどうするか決めよう。それでいいかな、ファルコも。
承知した。話の続きは校舎とやらの中でしよ
う。Meanwhile, hello, ghost children.
何ちびっこ相手にかしこまってんだよ。
おはよう。
Why not?
おはようございます。
そういうミノルこそ女の子相手になんだよその態度。
紳士だからだよ。
I'm so confused by that bit of dialogue. Why are you being polite to them? Why not?
昨日は幽霊と間違えて。
It offends me if you be polite to them.
You have to treat them like shit unless they're your elders or something. I don't know. It's Japanese.
あんなとこにまだビビってんのかよ。
みゆきたちといると気まずいんだろ
う。ギャーっつって気絶してたもんな。つっても隠れるでもなしにあんな隅っこでこっちの方をチラ
Look
チ
at
ラ
him using those seeing eyeballs of his.
Damn it.
Clever bastard.
He uses eye holes to see me, damn it.
そう困ったことがあったらいつでも言ってね。こんな状況だし 互いに助け合わないとね。
Oh, I've just read there's a thing here, hang on. On Digimon Survive is getting review bombed on Metacritic. Let's read it. Oh, right, okay. Apparently people aren't happy because it's more of a visual novel than anything else, and I didn't pre-order the game. I just looked at it, thought visual novel and Digimon. That sounds unique. I'll try it. So I knew what I was buying. Basically, I wasn't a fucking moron that pre-ordered the fucking video game. Like I bought it like only like 2 days after it came out, but I still looked to see if I would be interested before I bought it, rather than went company said it's coming out. I'll pre-order. You should never pre-order shit unless it's like, well, no, you should. I mean, even though I still have done it for occasionally, but you've got no one to blame but yourself if you fuck it if it's a shit thing and you've pre-ordered it. You literally benefit nobody but the company if you pre-order a game. It's not good consumer practice. I'm interested by the story. It's just, I understand if you were like, I wanted an RPG kind of game, you'd be upset. But I'm just like, if you'd like just waited a week or a day, you'd know that because you could look at a review.
It also says visual novel on the store page.
Yeah, but people don't. People don't because they're stupid.
People don't read what they're buying. Right.
They don't. People don't actually know what a good game is, though, to be fair. That's why Call of Duty still sells really well. Do you know what? Actually, I found out the other day that a Call of Duty game was released, like a Call of Duty Vanguard game was released, and I just didn't even notice. And I was just like, oh shit, there was one released just before Christmas. Moving on. But I just didn't even notice it was being released. And it was after my degree when I wasn't doing anything, so it was like the time when I would have noticed everything because I had nothing else to do. And I just didn't even register Call of Duty because I'm not a moron that buys the same fucking game every year. I looked at a thing the other day and they were like, Call of Duty takes each game with 3 years of development and has hundreds of people working on each game. I'm just like, how? They don't do anything. Every Call of Duty game is pretty much exactly the same. Can we do something about the fog? Go around it. We'll go around the fog. Oh yeah. Yeah, looks like we're surrounded. We'll go around it. It's surrounded. Go walk around it. No, I want something inedible. That's what I like to eat.
I like to eat rocks.
I like to eat rocks.
Yeah, good for your bowels.
If you eat enough rocks and go swimming, all your troubles will go away. Shut up, Rio, you bitch.
とにかく他に誰かいるかどうかはまだ博打みたいなもんだけどよ。そもそもあの場ではぐれた自分たちがこうしてこの学校に集まれたんだからさ。
Actually, I'm curious how long this game is. I'm wonder how long to beat
さき
it.
や修二さんや教授くらいはこの近くにいるかもしれないぜ。
そうか、あの神社の祠、あそこにいたんだもんな。
だから手分けして探してみようぜ。
だからここが異世界かどうかなんてまだわからないでしょ。仮に異世界だとしてもそれは私たちの世界とつながっている世界ってことでしょ。そうとでも考えないと人間の建物までここに迷い込むなんておかしいわ。
Apparently 26 hours. It's not really, not insane.
どこかで何か境界が曖昧なところがあるかも。
Seems pretty reasonable, actually.
救援が来る可能性だってゼロじゃないわ。それならうかつに動くより助けが来る
No,
ま
are
で
we?
待機した
Shut
方
up.
が
No
い
one's
いと思
coming.
うの。
俺も賛成だな。
When do we get a free head? Yeah, everyone's dead.
だからその間食べ物
What if they turn up? Everyone's dead. Most, not like what you said, but remember the Simpsons episode where it's just like it ain't everybody. What about John? It ain't everybody. What about? And it's like, oh, yeah, then Homer like, it ain't everybody, stupid. And they're just in the movies.
としててもどうにもならないわよ。
じゃあどうすりゃいいんだよ。動いたら好転するってもんでもねえだろ。そもそも俺たち何もしてねえのにわけわかんねえ状況に追い込まれてんだぜ。だったら何かすれば元に戻れる可能性あるのかよ。
Yes, Rio, jump out the window. Hey, face first right now. You won't be here anymore.
Do a backflip.
まあ死にたいやつだけ死ねばいい話だけどよ。
He speaks the truth. Make a religion about it. Ooh, is this going to be a choice? Look at that face. And with that, I'm going to save it. Because I've enjoyed it, but I've been playing it for over an hour and I want to watch something.
Oh, yeah. I'm full of energy today.
Yeah!
Yeah.
You hear the excitement come.
Hear the excitement in my voice.
Like, how excited are you? 10 out of 10.
How excited are you?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up! No.